Well, if you are ready for some absolutely delightful penguins, we have the kit for you. This is from Hunkydory, and Heidi has been very busy, and you will be able to make cards like this. They have this circle aperture, they open up, they've got the foiling, and there's just some fun things you can do, so please come play with us. Now in this kit, it says right here that you can make 12 complete cards, and you can. So you're going to get the card base. In fact, let me show them to you. These two are the ones that Heidi did not use, although they are delightful penguins. And she used these. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You get 2 of each. And then you also get these foil die cuts. So you get 3 different sheets, and you get 2 of each one. So if you were paying attention to all those penguins, this art is matching. Then you also get envelopes, but you also get these pieces, and that's used on the inside of the card, and they are gently colored to match the cards. And then especially you're going to get instructions. That's always a plus. So that is going to come in the kit. So that will work very nicely. So let me just show you. This is following the basic directions. And all of these cards are square cards. And you get the card base. In fact, let me just show you the pieces for this particular one. So the card base looks like this. And you pop out this center, and that's going to go on the inside. However, first you will use this kind of ghosted one. Notice it has the circle, and you'll glue that circle inside, and just want to make sure it's going to show when your card is closed, just like that, which it does. The area that you can write is on the back of your card. In fact, you can see this right here. Let me show you. There you go. So you can write there, or you can elect to put something else there, just whatever you like, or you can just sign your name right there, just however you like that. Lots of options here. Now, after you punch out this piece and glue that lightly colored piece on the inside and glue that circle in place, then you're ready to kind of start. Now, in this case, I've kind of smushed her ribbon. But what Heidi did is that she built her piece on the inside first. Now, she did save this little guy. Let me show you which one he is. So it is the one on Cozy Christmas, and it's the one on the upper right-hand side. So she kept that to go on the front of her card. But this piece really matches the one right here, but you're going to cover it up. So you just take that and foam tape it on top of that circle, just right on top. And then you can use these other pieces to go. So you typically go the biggest one first, then the next largest, which would have been this, but we're going to save that for the front of the card. So you go to this one, glue that on top, or foam tape it on top, foam tape the little cap, foam tape the, here you go. You can see all the pieces, that little robe that's wrapped around him, or blanket, and the little coffee cup or hot cocoa cup, and the cookies and the jar, they're right down there. Those all get foam taped. Okay. Now, Cozy Christmas Wishes, that gets foam taped in the upper corner. It does get covered up, so that worked nicely. And she did take this one and put it on the front. You can see that it's not going to interfere with this guy because she used 3 layers of foam tape, 3 layers, to make sure that it was popping up. And it's just the 1 layer on the front. Now, the Merry Christmas, that comes from the 120 Merry Christmas Dazzle. So it's just Merry Christmas. You get it in the script font as well as in just regular straight lines. Lots of different colors. Obviously, this one, she used the white with the silver foiling on the edge, and just Merry, and then Christmas. Now, she did use the 1/8 inch ribbon, and she used it with Hunkydory's bow maker, which is just a godsend to many people. And on her little penguin and around the edges, she used the silver jewel dazzles. Now, this has 540 dazzles. She used the tiniest ones all around there. I love how that looks. It just really adds a lot of sparkle and kind of matches the foiling that was done on Hunkydory's card. So that's kind of the basic thing. Adding the bow and the dazzles, of course, is a little extra, but something that we like, and we think it just works really well, just adding some fun things to it. The front of that card, as you can see, is foiled, just one of Hunkydory's favorite things. So let me go to our second card. And what I really like is that Heidi, as well as all of our designers, will take everything and do extra special things with them. So this one, instead of having the fold on the left, as she did with the first one, she put it at the top and scored it without taking out the circle. Okay, that's an important thing to note. So measuring 2 3/4 inches up, she just scored each 2 edges, and she pushed this out equal to that score line. And then this is, as you can probably tell, going to become an easel card. So just like that. Okay, so in this case, she left that circle in there. As I said, just popped out the top half of it. And then, let me show you what this is what it looks like. So it's that a darker blue. Our first one was a lighter blue, as you can see. And she did use the scoreboard. That's a favorite thing of all of us. In fact, turn it over, Paulette. And you can see, because it's got the bone folder there, and you can easily lay this flat and then do your scoring and make sure that you don't go into the middle area. Okay, that's off limits. Now, she did want to add a few more things to it. So she did add those, she had the silver jewel dazzles out. So she just put one in each corner, and that just kind of kept with the circular theme. The warm winter wishes, that is coming out of, well, actually, let me first show you the inside of the card. So because she kept this, she had to do something different on the inside of her card. So she went to this collection, and I do have to tell you that this is in limited supply. So she used the Snowflakes and Snow Folks. You may remember this charming collection. And she used the Snowfall piece. You can tell there are a couple of them, and cut it and then matted it on the Snowflakes and Snow Folks solid. And then she added some Snowflakes and Snow Folks from the die cuts right here. Now again, because this is an easel, she needed to have some pieces foam taped. So she chose these two and then added the With Love Always from the sheet. Now this is, let me show you, okay. So this is the first part, the first card that we did. On this same sheet that's called Cozy Christmas, you have the bottom die cuts that are ready to be attached with foam tape. Now she used them on the front, but so she used the With Love Always on the inside. Now, this little guy is one of the die cuts. That's glued down straight. This little birdhouse is foam taped. This piece is foam taped with 2 layers of foam tape. So that way you get your height. Now, she did add a string of silver border dazzles. I know that's just crazy in the light, isn't it? But you can see what that does, just one strip right down there. More of the jewel in the corners, and that just finishes this piece. Now, to really make this extra secure, Heidi did this. So she took another piece of the solid, glued it there, took a strip of this and glued it right here, added just another strip of the silver border dazzles, and here is another of the die cuts, May Your Holiday Sparkle. So that is just an extra security measure that she did. And you have your second card. Very, very cute. Okay, wait till you see what she's got for the third card. And look at this. This is just, I think, spectacular. I love the black. I think it's just so striking, that black and silver. Now, obviously, she didn't use the card as it was intended in the collection, but you know, that's just, we call that creativity in my world. So what she did, a couple of different things. So first of all, she took her 5 by 6.5 inch card, and you can do it like this, and she used the 3-in-1 corner puncher, which I really love, from Crafter's Companion. And it gives you 3 different circles, 3 different half circles that you can use. This happens to be the smallest circle, or the smallest curve punch. And so she just did it with both the front and the back, but just on the outside edges. Okay, she didn't do the inside edges. You could, she decided not to. So I'm going to set that aside. Then she needed something to play with this card. Now this is the card that she is going to use in a slightly different manner. Okay, so she went to our Sparkling Season, last year's Christmas collection, and she used the piece. In fact, let me open this up so you can see. It's got a dark background. It has this tree with just all of these sparkles printed on the paper. So she used 2 sheets of the same one, and she did take 1 sheet and trim it down to fit inside the card, leaving a white border. But she also wanted to do this score line. So she scored 2.5 inches in and did her score line. And then she took the sheet and she trimmed it to fit with each of these pieces. 1 piece of paper, but you can see how it extends. So you can see the tree is duplicated right here. It's the exact same image. Then this is another part of that sheet, and then this is almost the whole sheet. Okay, so it's the same sheet. You get 4 of each one in the 6 by 6 collection, so you've got plenty. Now, she wanted to do a couple of things. Number 1, she punched out this piece to use on a different card. Okay, so that's going to go. Then she took the circle dies, you can see, and you can probably see, let's see, how can I show you this? Here we go. That is a scallop die. And she took the card that now has this punched out and took this scallop. It's in the directions, which one, it'll tell you the measurement, and just die cut that piece out. So that worked perfectly. She also die cut a smaller piece out of acetate, okay? Because there has to be something to let this little penguin be resting upon, and that's acetate. So she used the extra sticky tape, this guy, to attach the acetate to the back of this die cut piece, okay? And then she attached that with foam tape to the left side of it to that part of her card, just to that front flap. Then she could build this piece. Now, showing you that piece, let me show you. So we don't have the base, that full circle, so she just started here and added the different layers, as you can tell. So you've got this, his little scarf up, and all those presents. And Season's Greetings, that is right here. That's been foam taped. Now, I love the fact that she used gingham ribbon and black gingham, I think, is just really effective here. So this is just a knotted piece and a bow made with the bow maker and that gingham ribbon. You can see the whole collection. Now, these 2 pieces are from the paper collection. So we go back to the Sparkling Season, and there are lots of little cutouts, but instead she used the circle with the scallop die to die cut them out. Glued the jingle one down and foam taped up the little stocking, just going right around that little wreath. Okay, you can probably see that more of those silver jewel dazzles were used, and that just adds a sparkle all over. The sparkle is going on the inside. You can see it's just trailing up there. I really like that arch onto the little tree. Merry Christmas is one of the cutouts in the book, and that knotted gingham ribbon is just right at the corner. Just a very, very sweet card. Okay, we have one more. Now, what has that Heidi girl done? Well, she's done a gatefold card. And let me just open this up and show you what's going on. And I have to tell you, at one point when I was reading the directions, she had me very perplexed, but the woman did it, and I'll show you what happens. Now, in this case, she made her card out of the silver metallic cardstock. So she took a piece. Now, this is not the cardstock, obviously. This is just a pretend demonstration for you. And it's 10 inches by 6.5. Now, what's going to happen is that this is going to get cut at, it's not going to get cut, it's going to get scored in two places. At the 2.5 inches, which is right here, and on the other side at 2.5 inches, or I believe that that is 7.5 inches from the other side. So we're making a gatefold card. So we're just trimming that down. Going to put our bone folder back, and these two pieces will meet in the center of your card, not overlapping. And you'll use that bone folder just to really secure those folds down, make sure that they're nice and crisp, okay? So that is the beginning part. Now the inside will be white, but the outside is going to be shiny and sparkly, just like this. Okay, now because she made her card base out of something other than the card that she used, let me show you the card that she used. So she's using this pink one, but like our last card, she's going to trim, just going to pump that out, push it out, and save it, okay? Because we're going to be using it right here. But before that happens, we're going to go back to our circle die. Well, let me cover up these gates right here and show you what she used. So she is using, and I thought it was really a fun collection, Unexpected Beauty, which is our cactus collection. Unexpected Beauty 12 by 12 solid, Unexpected Beauty 6 by 6 patterned. And you can kind of see this light blue. Well, that is what she's going to use because her penguin is really got blues and pinks with it. So she's going to play with that. And the Unexpected Beauty has the pinks and blues together. So that was a good and an interesting suggestion. So we have the cool winter of the penguins with the hot cactus of Unexpected Beauty. Nice juxtaposition there. So in covering her card, the gates, as we call them, she took the blue 6 by 6 and trimmed it down. The measurements are down below in the directions, and then matted it on the pink and then attached it to each of the silver gates, as you can see. So that silver, pink, and blue is a good combination that she's using all the way through. Then she went back to her silver cardstock and die cut a big silver circle, and then use the scallop to die cut a smaller scalloped pink circle and glued them, as you can see, and then glued the left side, foam taped it to the left gate, just like that. Now she did use our newest border dazzles, and it's these pink ones, and she did do a strip just on each outside edge, and I thought that was clever. Again, our silver jewel dazzles appear, and they're just at the top and bottom, okay? Now, at this point, you've got the gates decorated, you've got the silver, you've got the pink, aha. Then she popped this out and glued it right here. You can see that glittery border. And to that, she is going to attach or foam tape these little guys. So you can see all of those. And Snow Much Fun, that's going to be foam taped on top there also. So again, they're just going to be attached with foam tape. You put them over the matching art, starting with the largest piece, which is here. And then you can see this has got snow-covered trees behind it. This one doesn't, so this is our biggest. Usually it starts upper left and goes just like so. So you can add all of those pieces. And that goes to the front of our card. She did also add more of the jewel dazzles along each of the scallops. So that just reinforces all of that silver foiling. Now, on the inside of her card, voila, she did some fun things. So again, she did duplicated this, however, smaller blue. She matted on the silver cardstock and then on the pink Unexpected Beauty. Did a lighter pink inside. See, it's a lighter, well, it's about the same pink as that, I guess. Now, how did she get this? I was so puzzled. Well, to begin with, I could tell that since this was punched out, she could take the circle dies and cut around that to create this piece. That works fine. But where did she get this? Okay, well, she got it from here, the back of the card. So she die cut that out with the circle dies. See, they come in very, very handy. And just die cut that out, glued it in the center, glued that ring around it. You know what? I didn't tell you. I'm glad we're talking right now, because you will use this first one and you'll use all of them but this one, because this one gets foam taped on the inside of the card. Okay, so right there. So very, very clever woman. You can see that she used a triple silver jewel dazzles in the corners, more of the pink border on the center of those. The word joy and the word snow day comes from this. This is the Christmas greeting dazzles. It has 10 sheets. The green one is showing. It has script Christmas greetings. It has tiny words and phrases, which is where these two come from. So snow day with that little snowflake, joy with more snowflakes, that comes out of that greeting. So would you agree with me that the woman has done a really great job in using these absolutely delightful penguins? Well, I think she has. And excuse me, just want to remind you that all of these are inside the package, including the directions. And we did write the instructions for the 4 cards that Heidi did. They're down below. She did one more card, and this is the basic card. So I show this to you last just because I thought it was sweet that Heidi went ahead and did it. It's following the directions that are right here that come in the package, just so that you can see. But I love the additions that she made. I think the little jewel dazzles just really add a lot to it, as well as the ribbons and all of the creativity that she's done. And fun to think about taking these wreaths of snowflakes and using the cutting die on them and what you can do with them. Okay, great job, Heidi, and thank you for sharing all of this with us. If you are watching us on YouTube, please leave a comment. We hope that you will subscribe, like us. Most importantly, head on over to paperwishes.com, where you can see this collection. You can take advantage of the Money Saver over on the right side of your screen. You can look at the instructions if you like and see the listings of products. And now you know why Heidi selected them. Most of all, we hope that you will join us. We have about 20 to 30 webisodes every single month. You know, what we do is, as we are shopping the paper crafting world for you, we look for things to bring to Paper Wishes, but then we also give you ideas for using them in our webisodes. We're the only company doing that, and we think it's really important. So I hope you agree. Okay, thank you, Heidi, and most of all, thank you for being part of our Paper Wishes family. We'll see you next time.